Right, back up audio. Hopefully you can hear me now. What a great start. I haven't muted myself for a change. Hopefully people will can hear me now. Really strange noise. Cheers Tim for messaging me. I have no idea what's going on with this blimmin' program. I tested this earlier on today and it was working. Better, sort of. There we go. I tested with this mic earlier on today, so I'm back on just to the camera mic. I was going through all the hellos. So Denise, Shirley, hi sister. Josh, Jean Kerr, all the messages have gone off the screen, so I can't catch up back up with them. Bring Val and her dodgy foot on. Can't blame Valerie for that. Perfect. Cheers, Joyce. Better a UFO rather than Valerie. I don't know. Victoria Sheridan, Sammy Bones, Alison McKenna, sounds okay now. Tell me Sinclair. Ronnie says hello to Roy. Could you play Happy Birthday to Anne Hyman? All the 66. When I get to the birthdays, unlike Valerie, I'm not good at writing little notes and catching up on things because I normally have got all the trying to get the music lined up, and I'm doing this all by myself tonight. So I do apologise if I'm not looking at the camera. Hopefully Lisa will pick up the birthdays if she's watching, or Chris, and they'll send them through in a message to me so that I can get it. So Virtual Band Parade number 46. Hey. And as normal, we will start off the evening with the bands who would have had the parades tonight. One band is parading tonight and it's down in Armagh, and it's Armagh True Blues. So I shall not press that button. It's going to be one of those nights. I can feel it in my bones already. It's going to be one of those nights where nothing is going to go right for me. Just because it's me. And I like messing things up. And as you probably can tell, I'm just a tad nervous about doing both these things at one time, because I normally get to sit back and relax and let
just take the mickey out of Valerie, as she's doing the talking, and then she laughs at me with not having things ready in time in the background. So the first band up, now that I've got them ready to go, are going to be Armagh True Blues. Hello from Pride of Govan Band in Glasgow. Shirley Quinn's late. Yes, Susan Stanfield McCann. And hello from Dover. Hello there. Right, here we're ready. First video. Enjoy. The wee toting that one, falling over and then getting straight back up and then running straight back on again. That's the way we like to see it. And that was in 2019, so that was last year in their brand new uniform, Armagh True Blues. So Lisa has put on. I was holding off and saying anything to see if you would say anything. But she's got a theme with the Blood and Thunder bands tonight. So I'll let you know when we're starting that. But yes, Lisa has a certain theme running through the bands. I will do my best not to mention it, Lisa. So we're going to find out who she kicked. Well, it wasn't me, as you can see, because I'm still standing. She kicked something because I wouldn't allow her to play certain bands last night. So she got angry and kicked something. If she does come in, she can explain herself what she's done. I don't think it's really for me to say, Edward. So, Harry MacArthur's watching from Glasgow. Get well soon, Val. Yeah, I'm not sure if Val's in yet, because it's not popping up and telling me who I'm watching with and everything else, because of the way I'm trying to control this tonight, because I've Facebook down here. Right, stop blithering, Roy. Next up then would have been the Sam Rocket Memorial Parade up in Belfast, and Lisa has got Pride of Ardoyne for this, because it's probably been the Pride of Ardoyne Sam Rocket Parade, I think, not sure. So we shall go on with them, and this is Pride of Ardoyne at the Sam Rocket Memorial Parade back last year in 2019. Enjoy. And Lisa has got me corrected. He was a member of the Pride of Ardoyne flip band. Yeah, I can remember now. It's seen it on their standard, etc. And Valerie did a few rounds with the table, and the table won. Yeah. Obviously, the table couldn't talk because Valerie would have won. Michelle, Groundhog Day theme. Hey, Michelle. Does anyone know if the table is okay? I think the table, even though Valerie came off worse off, the table has got a few scars to bear. It's only half of what it used to be. It's an ICU. And Caden brought Play Kilkenny volunteers. Caden, just let you know, the list is made up during the week for the bands. So we do have a running playlist that is already put in place before the night. So trying to put in some extra tunes and everything else can lead to issues. I can't actually go away and look for them, or if Lisa goes away and looks for them, it's trying to get them in and everything else to fit them in. John Roy, ever heard of the Pilgrims? Be nice to see them. I've never heard of them. I'll have to look them up, John, and see. Do they go by any other name? Pilgrims? Don't think I've ever heard of them. Don't think I ever had. Okay, so the next parade up would have just been a couple of miles up the road from where I am here in Ballymena. It would have been up in Kells, and it would have been Kells Sons of Williams parade around the village of Kells. And this is a little clip of them from last year at the Ballynarig parade. Enjoy. Very enjoyable there from Kells Sons of William. So Wayne Rapley wants a wee shout out for the McCarthys from Lisburn. So there we go. John China says the Pilgrims have broke up, but their music lasts. And as Michelle, and I will agree, Michelle does love the Pilgrims and loves the Pirates. More CDs than the Beatles. Yep, they sure have. And I can recommend the More Than a Flag CD. It is a really good CD, that one, because it's got Michelle's favourite tune on it. So big massive hole in it. Nobody liked him anyway. This next wee band also would have had their parade tonight, and I have to say it's one of them. I actually really loved their parade because it's actually well organised. To the fact of they've got a little car park in at the shops where the bands come in and actually play for the judges in that car park. So if you're lucky enough to be at that spot, you happen to get a good, you get a good listen to all the bands as they come in and play at least one full tune in the judging zone. So Braniel, can't speak tonight, at East Belfast Protestant Boys Parade. So there you go, John. He's got a mention. It's your parade, and John hates Ballymena. Oh well. That was Brangel Loyal at East Belfast last year, I think. No, yes, I think it was last year. Yes, it was. Okay, so now that's... I think that fella on the flag is Gustav. Ah dear. And Mummy Quinn has said, it is a few broken parts, but after a few operations or plastic surgery, it will be as good as new. She can't say the same about Valerie. Ah, Mum, you're being very hard on Valerie, and she's not here to defend herself. But I'm sure she'll give back as good as she gets. Hi Albert, Val's not here. Val's not here this evening. It's just me, unfortunately. And Cheryl Mado, could you please play Monkstown YCV? My wee grandson Kyle would love to hear his name being mentioned. Hi Kyle. Wrong side of the house. Can you show Pride of Government Flip Band and okay folks, I will explain again. Unfortunately, tonight's list has been compiled during the week because we do these in advance of the evening. Hopefully, because over the next few weeks, some of the other videographers are getting a chance to put their pick of bands in, and we will put all these bands that are getting mentioned tonight on the list, and they will get played in upcoming weeks. So we can't guarantee when they will be played, but they will get played. Hi from Scotland, West Lothian. Have you got Pride of the Govan tonight? I'm not saying what's coming up because with the Blood and Thunder there is a theme running, so we can see who can guess what the theme is. And the first of those, I'm saying it is just the Blood and Thunder. I think that she has to put this theme going through. So the first of these is Rising Sons of the Somme Flute Band, and this was at Crimson Stars Parade in 2009. So hopefully you enjoy. There we go. So that's the first of the Blood and Thunder going through. Is the theme Blood and Thunder bands no longer on the road? Lisa, I'll let you reply to that. I'm doing a great job for a Ballymena man, and I do apologise that my dulcet Ballymena tones are nothing to Valerie's Ulster Scots Coleraine brogue coming through. So well done, Willie Main. One band in, and he gets it. And so now going away from the Blood and Thunder, Lisa, as always, is a total crowd pleaser. Whereas me, I just go down to one genre. But that's the Pilgrim spit in there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So a little bit of accordion band now, and we're going to Albert Bridge Accordion, and this is them at Ballynahinch 12th of July Parade in 2012. Nice wee accordion in there. There's not as much accordion tonight as there was last night, folks, just to let you know, because I don't think Lisa picks as much accordion as Valerie would tend to pick. And Edward Fallon, Roy, my first parade was in Northern Ireland was Ballymena many years ago. Ballymena is a great wee town for parades to go round. It's got the right amount of hills and everything else, and the look. It's just a pity nowadays it's not as supported as it was going back. You know, the parades in the late 80s, 90s in Ballymena, the town was bunged the whole way around it. And best accordion band in the world. Yeah, it could be accordion band, John. And Lisa, stay tuned. And I'm guessing that I wouldn't even have to try and guess. That's you pleasing somebody else more than likely than these. I haven't looked down the list yet. Of what all's coming tonight. Louise McCabe, please pray or play Pray to the Main. I was young then, Roy. Weren't we all young once? Okay, so we've had Blood and Thunder, we've had accordion. Now we're going on to a wee bit of silver, and this is Kilkeel Silver Band playing on the 1st of July 2018, so a couple of years ago. Hope you enjoy this. Now that one was a special request for Joy Cullen, because one of the female side drummers in there is Jasmine Cullen, who also plays the side drum in another little band, you know, from down that neck of the woods. You may or may not have heard of them. Pride of Balnaran? Don't know, you might have heard of them. And Reggie, who's one of our regulars in here in the show, is on the bass drum. But when the summer's over, they'll be back to Long Treasures. We have more work on insurance now. Well, Mark, that wee flag, isn't it nice? It's a nice wee flag. It hides all my clutter that's in there as well, but I love that wee flag. Okay, so we've had Blood and Thunder, accordion, silver, and now we are going to a little bit of part music. Bilvia Flute Band is on the march in Londonderry in 2018. So I hope you all enjoy this little rendition. There we go, and that was Bovidi on the march, basically, I think that was Derry Day. Going by all the stands and everything else going around. No idea, but it was in 2018 anyway. Okay, so back to a little bit of Blood and Thunder now, and as Willie correctly guessed, it's Blood and Thunder bands that are no longer on the road, and legitimately no longer on the road. So if any band that is played tonight through Blood and Thunder, and I said they're off the road, I haven't double checked. Lisa is the one that's been doing all this. I'm just going to push it all onto Lisa, because I'm not going to do a Valerie and put a band off the road that's not off the road. So John China was saying that Eddie got a tip at 20 to 1 and it came in at 4:45. It's and good evening Mary, and good evening Lorraine. John China, East Belfast Protestant voice. He's just still on the road. If you're not, you better be, or I'm never going to hear the end of it from Michelle. She's downstairs, and she'll be coming up those stairs and beating the heck out of me. Okay, so have I got the next? Did I get? Yes, I did. So this is Queensway. Back, it's been 9 years ago. Coming up, Downshire Guide and Stars Parade in 2011. So this is Queensway Flute Band in 2011. There we go. That is one band I had seen of. Now this next band, I'd never heard of them before. I can't even. Queensway, badly missed. They're very good. I actually did enjoy listening to Queensway. It's one of the few bands. But this next band I hadn't heard of before, and I can't even think if we've played them on the show before. But it's a Liganil accordion band playing Imperial Echoes. It was a tune that I really did struggle with whenever I played a flute. I badly played a flute, should I add. I was tempted to use a Ballyherbert when they were a Blood and Thunder band. Don't like the Young Defenders. Playing a new band, but Liganil, here we go. Liganil accordion band playing Imperial Echoes. well played there by Liganil. Now, during that tune, I got a Facebook Messenger, and if I hadn't read the message, then I probably would have got in trouble by Denise, because I had skipped over this next band, and I shouldn't really. I didn't mean to, Denise. I'm going to play it now for you, and I could have just said nothing and just went, oh, the way the list is, but I'm sure Lisa would have corrected me at some stage. Pro Boys have a giving page up, looking to buy our lodge a banner. If you all good people would like to look. If you don't, I will burn your wheelie bins. Not one accordion ensemble in Australia. Valerie, did you hear that? There's no accordion ensembles in Australia. You could move out to Australia and set up a new accordion ensemble. Only joking, Valerie. Only joking. I know it would wreak havoc with your sleep patterns, and then you wouldn't have to be awake for doing the show. Stop begging. But yeah, I don't know if John's in the wind up or not, and they're trying to buy their lodge a banner. But if there is a Just Giving page set up for them, oh Roy, you'll be in trouble with the boss woman. Your mum. I wouldn't miss them, Denise. Because Regimental is a fantastic little band. So this is a little clip of them at the parade they did last week, but 2020 at the Bernardo Bar 45th anniversary memorial parade. Send we'll pay. Oh, John, you're a wild man. So this is the UVF Regimental Band. I'm sure we could all listen to them all night, because it's absolutely fantastic playing there by the Regimental Band. And folks, I've dropped a link into the chat for the GoFundMe page for the East Belfast, for the Protestant Boys East Belfast, and their lodge. So if you want to give, if you want to give to the band and to help with the lodge and sponsor them, the link is there, folks. So I know you're all generous people and help out in a good cause. And also, John, also not one flute and drum band in Australia either. What exactly, Carol? I'd like to ask the same question. What sort of bands do you have? Okay, so now we're going to a county down, and this time it is the Newtownards Volunteer Flute, and this was them parading at the Robert Gray Memorial Parade in 2014, 6 years ago. My word. I actually remember seeing them at this parade as well. Oh, 6 years. So, enjoy. Absolutely fantastic there, from Newtownards. Lizzie Dunbar. There was a flute band in Australia about 10 years back. A lot of Northern Ireland bands needed instruments and stuff. Devil organised it. I know nothing about the Australia bands and anything else. Let's see, get a bit more light in the subject. Lisa seems to be skirting round Ballymena. Well, Kells, it would have been their band parade, but we're getting close to Ballymena now with this next band. Another fantastic little, melody flute band, being on the go quite a while now, and it is the Sir George White Memorial and Clothmills Apprentice Boys, and this was on the 8th of August this year, so 2020, one of this year's parades. Hope you like it. Absolutely fantastic there from Sir George White Memorial. Fantastic wee band. Okay, so where are we going to now? Up to Belfast. And the Belfast band, Belfast Parade, it's the Covenant Parade 2012. And it's the Proddy Boys. But what Proddy Boys? And Jean Kerr, what about Fermanagh? And then my Valley band's on tonight. As I say, it is a hard job, folks, whenever we are trying to pick clips for the parades, especially when Elisa's went down a theme of bands no longer on the road. It's hard to try and find all the different clips, and it's even harder when if you're trying to do it down a theme to cover all the counties and all the towns and everything else. We'd be here all night. I think Lisa does a sterling job week in, week out, compiling a lot of the lists and helping Valerie. I do chip in with the odd one every now and again. And over the next few weeks, we're going to have Neil from the March on the March videos. We're going to have Mark from Scottish Flip Bands, I think that's what he's called, and also James from Marching MBV, Marching Band Video. Picking, having a night picking tunes and everything else. Next Saturday night, we will be looking back over Black Saturday or Last Saturday parades over the years. Roy Patterson, Donaghadee, Young Defenders, no longer on the road. Myro and Ballykelly off the road. It's absolutely fantastic, folks. You're telling us all these bands are off the roads that you'd like to hear, and say if we're going down that route again, and if, down the route of bands off the road and everything else, then we can include them in that. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do that tonight because we've got the list already pre-planned. And if you want to know what's on the list, easy way, stay tuned and watch. There is some cracking bands coming up, and as I say, we are playing a little bit of the Proddy Boys now, and also it's trying to get the clips of the bands exactly, because a lot of the time there wasn't that many people video. Unlike now, you've got reams of people going out taking videos and everything else, plus mobile phone footage and everything else. And as Valerie always states, we do like to try and get a full tune clip if possible. So if you have any clips that you do want to get played, or clips of any bands that are longer on the road and everything else, by all means send them into Ulster Bands Forum, and we will have them on the list for future shows, because with the COVID restrictions cut down to 15 now, it's not looking like there's going to be the parades that people had sort of planned for and put their 11 bar ones in and everything else. So I think this could be going at least till the end of September. So we're not towards the end of August now, so we've got probably another month of this still to go, and we may continue on beyond that. We don't know yet. We'll have to go and see. So here's a little bit of, not nearly said the band's name now, I just have to let you wait and see, but it's the Proddy Boys from Belfast, playing in Belfast at the Covenant Parade in 2012. Oh, I always missed the end of that. So that was Tigers Bay Prairie Boys at the Covenant Parade in 2012, and I was thankful I was back in time for that, well, back home in time for that parade. I wasn't in a band, but I did walk the full route on that. Thank you, Roy. Well put. But and Joshua Morris, make sure you feature Kilkeel RPB 208 for Black Saturday, the biggest black separately in the world. In the world. Like Jeremy Clarkson. So we've had Blood and Thunder, we've had accordion, we've had melody, we've had accordion, and now it's time for a little bit of the pipe. And this is a Ballyboley pipe band entertaining at Dunloy's Parade in 2011, so 9 years ago. Hope you enjoy this, folks. I'm sorry, folks, my YouTube is playing up the looks of things. We will try this again. And there we go, that was a Ballyboley pipe band. Benny skins a bust in 20 years. To the ball, I haven't a clue what's going on in chat. It's great to see the younger members of the pipe band playing. It is fantastic you always seeing them out and playing. Trying to catch up on the chat. Okay, so we're moving back into the realms of Blood and Thunder, and Oh, I haven't got the next band set up yet, so I'll have to make sure I do that. Oh dear, Roy, you're an absolute mind's melt at times, but we will get it there. I'll call into the shop once I'm back in Belfast for university to break the bank. You can't beat around to the pipes. I don't mind. I like the pipes in small doses. Michelle's going to kill me for saying that, because with her being Scottish, she absolutely adores the bagpipes. Bagpipes playing something like Highland Cathedral, Itchy Fingers, Clumsy Lover, things like that are absolutely fantastic. So there's no year on this one. For this next band, and it's a band local to Lisa. It's Crown Defenders Mosley, and they're playing in Cumber, but there's no year to it. But judging by the video, it is quite an old one. And the choice of music she's chosen is called Rob Roy. So I'll take this one's dedicated for me. There we go, folks. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Billy. You're doing a great job, Roy, keeping her lit for all this Saturday night. Cheers, mate, from Scotland. Thank you very much. And just a wee update then on China's East Belfast Protestant Boys and Witherow LOL Walk. They're basically embarking from the Westbourne Church, Newton Ards Road, and finishing line is at basically the 19th September, day before my birthday. Visit historic locations that are forgotten. And it's their 100th year in that they were going to have ordering a new banner displaying the 36th Ulster Division on one side and the landing of King William on the other. And the original plan was for a band to accompany the lodge, and the banner's first outing, but isn't going to be in 2020. So it's a great cause, and they've raised £210 out of the 2021 target. Eddie, yeah, Valerie hopefully will be back on Friday night. I know you don't like listening to me. At Craig Avon House. Davy Simple. Roy, give a shout out to my wife Georgina. She's having a wee WKD. Well, Georgina, enjoy your wee WKD, and I'll join you with my little coffee that hasn't been spilt tonight. John China, the target is 2021 on the GoFundMe, and you put in 20,021. But the target on the GoFundMe is 2021. You've probably missed a zero off your target in there. And that's how you count whenever you're counting your money in the shop, boy. No wonder your profits are so high. Where are we going to next? Where are we going to next? This is a wee part flute band that's still on the road. And they're parading at their own parade. Yes, it was their own parade in 2019. Yeah, I did say 2021. You've put down 20,021 in your comment. Oh. I've given you a big shout out for your fundraiser, John. What more do you want? So this is Castle Dawson playing at their own parade in 2019. I hope you enjoy. folks, and that was Castle Dawson playing at their own parade. So we've gone from part music and we're going for a bit of melody music now. I know this next band is has been requested quite a bit, and it's the Imperial Corps of Drums Liverpool. So I'm not going to talk much more about that. We'll just get on and play it. Fantastic little arrangement there by the Imperial Corps of Drums. So Valerie has woke up and she probably is listening now because she was having a wee snooze earlier. I think the painkillers knocked her out, or it was just a wee afternoon snooze. Hope you get better soon, Valerie. As you can see, a lot of people are missing you. A lot of people don't like my Ballymena accent, and that's why I stay in the background mostly and getting the show running. But we're still here and we're still playing the music. And this next band, I absolutely used to love doing their parade. It was a nice to be tight parade to do in Ackley. So it's Ackley Young Volunteers. Hope you enjoy. fantastic there. I hadn't realised, I think it was about a year after they'd folded, that I realised that they weren't on the go anymore. So Diane Steele, hope you have a speedy recovery, Valerie. Davy Logan, get well, Valerie. Judge, I'm like a sore head, Roy's the man. I don't know about that. I do enjoy just sitting in the background and getting the videos lined up. But I'm getting the best of both worlds tonight. The only thing I'm not getting tonight is getting to slag Valerie off, because there's no point in slagging off. It's too easy to slag somebody off when they're not here. Go ahead, set the vape down. Okay, time for a little bit of silver again to keep all you silver enthusiasts happy. This is a band I hadn't heard of, which is Murley Silver Band. This is Cookstown at Black Ash last Saturday. But it wasn't last Saturday, the last Saturday in August. My jokes aren't as good either. So I'll get a wee go at this. Does it say what they're playing? No, it doesn't. So I can't tell you what the tune is. And probably with it being a silver tune, I probably wouldn't know anyway. Enjoy. And there we go. And Josh has kept us right with the tune. It's called The Army of the Nile. And hi, Amy Norton. Good to see you in. I don't know if you were in last night, but we had quite a few American themed things on last night. So if you didn't get to see it, then you can watch it in replay. Josh Moores, not too sure, Amy. Only ever heard the British military bands play it. With the Army of the Nile, it's the name of that tune. Then it possibly would have been a musical score for a film. And John has gone. Thanks to the good people who donated tonight. The rest watch your wheelie bins. Oh dear, oh dear. Time for a wee bit of Scotland, but it's again as usual. Getting quite regular now. It's a Scottish band parading in Belfast, and this is the Sons of Glasgow parading on the Shankill Road in April 2016. Sorry, Lisa, did I say 2016? I meant 2006. Some 14 years ago. And weren't they just playing at some speed? Absolutely some speed on them there. And sadly no longer on the road. And Alistair McCullough says they're too good a band to be off the road. What band was that? I missed it. That was Sons of Ulster Glasgow. Playing the Shankill Road in 2006. Okay, I'm back to a Belfast band again, and back to a bit of Blood and Thunder, and it's time for Young Conway Volunteers Flip Band, and they were starting off their own parade in 2012. wee short clip there, and the tune they were playing is The Betrayal. Now, I never thought I'd actually hear myself say this, but it's been a wee while since we had an accordion band on. I can't believe I just said that. A little bit of the Aughrim Rose of Derry accordion band at Ballymuckin Purple Guard in 2018. Have I got it lined up? Yes, I have. So hopefully you enjoy this. There we go. Some good comments coming in there about being a good band, great playing accordion band and drum major. And Carol, no, I'm not okay. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What's the world coming to, eh? Whenever I'm saying that there hasn't been an accordion band on for a while. And where are we going to next? Hopefully it's not an accordion band. I don't think it is. It's going back to Scotland again. Going over to that bit of detached island that sort of fell off from Northern Ireland and went across the water to Scotland. And this time it's Saltcoats Pride of the Shore flute band in Scotland, parading at Gertrude Starr's 55th anniversary parade in 2016. Got the year right this time, Lisa. Yay! Fantastic. Muriel, I hope not. Muriel's with a wee bit of Valerie rubbing off in you, Roy. No, no. And John or Kenny Dominion had wrote hard to beat in the accordion. It's not hard to beat with a sledgehammer. Why are we getting so much trouble? But my first serious girlfriend, way back when I was in Ballykeil Flute Band, was in an accordion band, and God love her soul, she tried to teach me how to play the accordion. I could play a couple of tunes on it, but that's many moons ago now. Many moons ago. So a wee bit of a melody flute band now. Just to let you know what we have left. We've got melody, which is up next. We've got accordion, and then we're finishing off with 3 Blood and Thunder. And even though we're at 9:39 now, you won't want to miss these 3 Blood and Thunder bands that are coming up. I think Lisa's saved the best for last. So you won't want to miss them, folks. So I'll just get on with this. And we'll get Oma True Blues, and this is them parading at Dunloy Accordion as a Band parade in 2011. Absolutely fantastic display there by Oma Protestant Boys. I absolutely love that band. Fantastic. And who was it there? Davy Logan has said, loves the Oma Protestant Boys, very militant. And the story about how they came across, or how they wear the uniform that they now wear, and then adopting the style of the music they play now, is very heartwarming indeed. Okay, so we're coming to the last accordion clip of the evening, and this is Burnside Accordion. Not sure where they're playing at, but it's an indoors somewhere. absolutely fantastic. And that looked like Burnside Orange Hall, if I'm not mistaken, that they were playing in. Okay, and down to the last three, Blood and Thunder. Even used non-Blood and Thunder folks will hopefully still enjoy these. They're three good picks by Lisa. I'll have to give her that. And the most recent video I've seen of Burnside, they seem to be struggling numbers-wise, unfortunately. It seems to be typical up around this way, unfortunately. Here we go. So the next band is from Donaghadee, and they're playing 4th of July, and it's Donaghadee Fusiliers.
Time for a personal favourite of mine now, Donaghadee Fusiliers. One of the most consistent performers amongst the Blood and Thunder bands this year. They were playing well in Market Hill.
Big band there from Donaghadee Fusiliers. There it is. That seemed to go down quite well, that one. So, last two. Wasn't last... Yeah, it was last night. Was it last night? No. Last Saturday night. Valerie played Clockford Young Conquerors playing Running Bear. This time we have a different rendition of Running Bear, and it's by the South East Antrim Defenders, and actually playing at Clockford Young Conquerors band competition in 2005. So hopefully you enjoy this. absolutely fantastic there. And Lisa, remind us, what was your theme again for this evening on the Blood and Thunder side of things? Because we've only one band left, and yeah, so we'll hopefully get Lisa to put that comment in before I press play to what her theme was for going. And Denise has asked, Roy, the wee accordion band that always play that tune, are they still around? Unfortunately, New Abbey First Accordion Band haven't folded as such. They are still about for 12th day only, at the request of the lodge that they take, which is Ballycraigie Lodge, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was what you called them. We lodge from the country. So yes, Lisa's got the comment in, so I'll come to that. They all had the 3 accordion bands, and they all had speakers, yes. And Michelle and Gary that run that band have always tried their hardest, and their son Craig plays the lead tip on it. Their daughter Holly does the standard, and it's it's really hard for an accordion band from in and around the Rathcoole area to keep the numbers up, because everybody wants to play in the flip bands in and around that way, and you've got some great flip bands from in and around the Rathcoole, Newton Abbey way. So as Lisa has put, one last clip to go, and I couldn't let my wee mate down after the sad news of the band folding. So I'll give you a great hint to what the last band of the evening is. And John Hewitt, another great night, thanks to Roy and Lisa, and not forgetting per Val. Oh, John, Valerie. Get well soon. See you all next week, and stay safe out there. For us, no surrender. Enjoyed the night. Last couple of tunes, good. Newton Abbey Present NPB, Newton Present Boys tunes. And a great selection of bands. So many thanks to Lisa, who has put the clips on listing tonight. And Valerie, hope you get well soon. Keep off your leg, keep it elevated. At least you don't have to do all the running about and everything else. And per table, our thoughts go out to the table. Hopefully you make a speedy recovery and can be put back together again. So, our last clip of the evening. Some people have mentioned where this parade at. It's at Kilclooney Volunteers Parade in 2007, so it's got the right sort of years for it. And the last clip we're playing this evening, in memory of East Belfast Protestant Boys Flip Band. So folks, I hope you've enjoyed this evening. Hopefully Valerie will be back next Friday night, and as she says, flits to the miss, keep your flits to the miss, the boys are coming to the tune, or something like that. She says, I says every week and I still can't remember. But from me and Lisa, good night.
'Twas when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their heart and zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a fou de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you get charge into your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full there's nothing can surpass, there's not expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.